Hi, this is Jules. So, this is part two of how to progress in consciousness. I'll put a link in the description to part one in case you haven't watched it yet. This is an intermediate to advanced level video, so in case I mention any terms or concepts that you don't recognize or that you want a refresher on, I'll include links to the Start Here playlist and the Glossary playlist in the description below. I'll also include a few specific links for concepts that are particularly relevant to this video. So if you're already doing your lessons as they present themselves in life, and you want even more of a boost to your consciousness progression, here are a few of the methods that I've found to be the most helpful in speeding up my consciousness progression. One approach is to use the conscious mind to question its own current assumptions and beliefs. Your current stage of consciousness is how you currently perceive reality. To get to the next stage, you need to climb out of the world you're in and into the next world. You can do this by directly examining and questioning your current assumptions and beliefs. For example, if you were to explain to me or to a child or to an alien or whomever who you really are and how reality really works, what would you tell them? Try writing that down. Then question it. How is this set of beliefs working out for you? And how much of it can you undeniably verify? Having done that, is there now anything that you want to change about what you wrote? Anything you want to correct, add, or toss out the window? Do that. Then rinse and repeat. If you find yourself getting stuck, you can do research, externally or internally, secondhand or firsthand, to find new perspectives. Now, what I just described is just one example, but there are a wide variety of techniques that you can use for this kind of approach. See my videos on how to learn, spiritual autolysis, and the Wonder Journal for more ideas. I'll put links below. Another approach is to directly ask your higher self or your most deeply trusted inner contact to guide and train you. Then, assuming they say yes, let go of the steering wheel and put your foot on the gas pedal. Turn absolutely every decision over. You don't decide anything anymore. You become a single-mindedly diligent, persistent, and absolutely devoted student. If you want to try this method, but you're having trouble sticking to it because it's scary, and in the beginning it really, really is, try doing some shadow work around the fear. If you can't yet clearly hear your inner guidance, or you don't yet trust it, or you don't yet trust your ability to correctly interpret it, then what you can do is start practicing. Start trying to listen to it and follow it. I'll put a link in the description to the how to access your inner guidance video. You're going to have to take some risks in order to test it. Pay attention to your results to A, get better at discernment and make sure that you're listening to the right thing, and B, calibrate your ability to correctly interpret it. If you're really worried about, for example, a non-corporeal parasite hijacking your attempts to listen to your higher self or trusted inner contact, then in the beginning, when you're learning what it feels like, you can burn some sage or frankincense for some basic protection while you're tapping into your inner senses. But the best thing you can do for calibration is to watch your results. In the beginning, as you're learning to listen to your inner guidance, the powers that be will reward you with synchronicities, serendipity, and other delightful effects to show you that you're doing it right. Note, every time you follow your inner guidance, it will be easier to hear it the next time. Every time you hear it but choose not to follow it, it will be harder to hear it the next time. And finally, a really profound method of speeding up your consciousness progression is to ask the universe, capital C consciousness, source, God, whatever you want to call it, to send you whatever you need to progress your consciousness. This doesn't have to be fancy. You can do it at any time, any place, no pomp and circumstance required. But you need to really mean it. And you need to be really willing and open for the results to show up however they show up. and be ready for a ride. This technique literally speeds up your fate path, and a sped up fate path is intense. So there it is. If you want to supercharge your consciousness progression, apply active learning techniques to question your assumptions and beliefs, start a wonder journal or a spiritual autolysis practice, ask your inner guidance to train you and then diligently follow it, and or ask the universe to send you what you need to progress your consciousness. That's it. As usual, if you have any questions, post them in the comment section below.